alternate universe, coexistent simultaneously with the prime universe, in the present time of 2017. In this alternate universe, a young man named Blatson is an aspiring writer, and his close friend, Sharon Cielo, is very often an audience for his work, as she is today as well. And Blatson is working on a poem and is eager to hear her feedback and suggestions on his latest work.
Sharon, I am just so glad that you showed up. Oh my goodness, I am working on this new poem, and it's going to be a masterpiece. It's going to be the greatest poem that was ever written, but I've got to get it together. I've got all these lines bouncing around in my head, and I cannot figure out where to put them. You know, sometimes I think I should have become an artist instead of a writer, but it is what it is. So, here, I'm going to read you a few of my lines, Sharon, and I want your honest critique. I want your feedback. I want your suggestions. I want you to help me whip this poem together and make it a masterpiece. All right. Here's one line, but I don't know whether to put it at the beginning or the end or where to put it. They waltzed across the green marble floor. See, it has a certain ring to it. And see that color green? And then I have this other line. I don't know whether it should go before that one or it should go after that one or where it should go. He kissed her wet, slick, red lipstick. See the red, the green? See, I told you I should have been an artist. But anyway, I don't know whether to put the lipstick line before the green marble floor line or other way around, vice versa. But anyway, while we try to sort that out and figure it out, because I want to be the greatest poet that ever lived, Sharon. You know that I aspire to that. I've got this other line, and this is my epic line. I think it's the monumental line to be remembered forever. I quit the ways of selfish id to kill the rat within. Don't you just get a mental picture of killing a rat whenever you hear me say that line? Doesn't it just conjure up this mental picture of killing a rat? And then my last line, I don't know where to put it, is, let not their soft cold knees be hurt when down they bow. Just imagine a bunch of ditches, a bunch of blonde somethings in a church, in a cold church, you know? Exactly. So you get the picture. Now it's just a matter of putting it all together. And I think I can do it. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you.
Hey, there's five! This is Imogene Slokowski-Tomek and this is CRZY News. Earlier today, Kentarius Roderick announced his candidacy for mayor of Murgatroyd. He will be running against the incumbent Mayor Per Anstey, and he is the first African-American candidate for mayor of Murgatroyd. At his campaign headquarters, his staff were celebrating the latest polls released today, which reveal that he can easily defeat Mayor Per Anstey. An avalanche of adverse publicity has caused Mayor Per Anstey to lose popular support, including the rumors of excessive drinking, as was brought to public attention by none other than a minor local celebrity named Uncle Frank on a popular call-and-talk radio show in which Uncle Frank had this to say.
Well, I've seen the mayor just get as drunk as a skunk over there. I mean, that man got plastered on scotch and whiskey, I don't know what all, and finally I heard the bartender call somebody to get him, and I was looking, it was his mother that came, got that Madam Paransky there that reads the cards. She came and she
Murgatroyd in 2017 in the Prime Universe. Things are not going very well for Mayor Per Anstey, as a new candidate is leading him in the polls. But another opportunity from a very, very dark corner may be presenting itself to the mayor as he receives a very important phone call from an individual much, much more powerful than himself.
Well, Mayor Perensky. I'm certain that you recognize my voice. This is Count Pedestrian. As you know, I was instrumental in rebuilding your city, and as you know, I was quite instrumental. I was quite instrumental in President Devane becoming President Devane. But even over here in Europe, where I have solidified my position over a number of European nations, we're hearing the rumors about your political demise. It would seem, Mayor Perensky, that your little political career in Murgatroyd is going down the drain rapidly. So, I have a proposal to you of sorts. It's really your only resort. Consider it an opportunity. Consider it me rescuing you from an abysmal life of nothingness, which is exactly where you're headed. Well, you're definitely not general material, but in the very near future, I plan on declaring myself king of these European nations, and I'm going to need able commanders. I think you'd be a loyal, faithful servant. You're a middle management. You know, you're not presidential material, but you're a leader of some kind, or you wouldn't have been mayor so long. Therefore, I am going to make you Colonel Perensky within my elite Royal Army. Yes, you'll be quelling and suppressing human rebellions. And if this paper doll thing gets out of hand in the future, you may be in charge of dealing with them as well. But right now, my primary concern is rescuing you from this morass that you've sunk into. Therefore, there's a flight that's already been booked for you at the local Murgatroyd Airport, where you'll be coming to my Castle Pedestrian here in France, and we will discuss these matters more fully. Thank you, Mayor Perensky, soon to be Colonel Perensky.
This will be an easy conquest. We possess knowledge from the future that will enable us to create superior weapons to those human brutes. They are using stone knives and spears. If they even possess a primitive version of the bow and arrow, we can produce a vastly superior model. We regenerate, and they do not. Therefore, any limbs that we lose will simply grow back. These Neanderthals have no knowledge of medicine and will simply get infections and die if wounded. Yes, it sounds harsh and cruel, but remember the treatment that we received from humans back in the future from which we came. Now is our opportunity to completely turn the tables and even the score. Well, I'm open to suggestions. Yes, Flashy 3. I see that you have something to say. Go ahead, Flashy 3, tell me what is on your mind.
Woody. Yes, I have suggestions. There are hundreds of us who arrived here at the very least, possibly thousands. These primitive men, the ones who saw us suddenly arrive, will regard us as gods. As you know, I possess all the memories of the original Flashy, who apparently is not here with us. I recall from her memories that in another time period, the two Wakanani Indians regarded you and Flashy both as gods. Perhaps we should let these people think we are gods, that way they will obey us, remain in awe of us, worship us, and do our bidding. It may be easier to subjugate these primitives psychologically than it would be to engage in physical combat with them. Make them serve us instead of killing them. That is my suggestion, Woody. That is my observation.
Well, my dear Flashy 3, I must say that you also inherited the original Flashy's intelligence and wisdom. There is a great deal of merit in your suggestion, and I will indeed consider it. I really wish I knew where the original Flashy ended up being taken by the Onergy Flux time field. Wherever she landed, I certainly hope she is safe. I have a responsibility to all of my people here, or I would re-enter the field once it reappears and go on a search for her. But for now we must deal with this new place and with our strategic advantage here. First order of survival, we must find and occupy high ground, and perhaps some caves as well, that provide us some distance from these primitive humans while we determine how we wish to deal with them.
Droy Flats, a city in a parallel universe coexistent with our own. And on this particular night, the aspiring writer, Blatson, has persuaded his friend Sharon C.L. Lowe to accompany him to a meeting of the Merger Droy Flats Writers Club, a local group which meets at the Merger Droy Flats Library once a month, and members read their works out loud and other member of the group critique them and offer up suggestions. Hi, my name is Frederick and I'm a writer. Well, everybody, I took the advice of that guest speaker we had last week and started using a lot of LY words in my writing, and boy did it liven things up. Here, let me read you a paragraph from my latest piece. Okay, here it goes. Carefully, the weary old man slowly turned the doorknob and the door opened easily. I'm in, he thought to himself proudly as he glanced cautiously across the room. Faintly, he heard someone else walking softly somewhere else in the house. Oh boy! He whispered anxiously. Somebody else is in here too. He concluded angrily. Quickly, he made his way back to the doorknob, turned it rapidly, then fled the house hurriedly.
Oh my God! If you call that writing, I'm fucking Shakespeare. Anyway, my name is Blatson, and I'm a writer, and I've written this little poem with my friend Sharon as my audience, and I want to read it to you here tonight so you can be my audience too and tell me what you think of it. I was born without a brain, and so, my child, I feel no pain. Without a brain, I cannot walk. I cannot move. I cannot talk. A brainless man, that's what I am. I cannot open a jar of jam. No symphonies will I compose. I cannot even buy pantyhose. Well, that was it. I hope all of y'all liked it. Anyway, I keep telling my friend Sharon that maybe instead of being a writer, I should be an artist.
Oh my gosh, Blatson, you as an artist? Ha ha ha. Maybe in another universe. Hell, you can't even draw a stick figure. You better stick to writing. That's where your talent lies.
Merge Troy Flats area, and we take you now live to the White House where President Quint is about to address the nation.
My beloved American people, upon the advice of my personal White House physician, I have adopted the same health, sleep, and nutrition schedule as my wife, the First Lady. This means, of course, that I will no longer be making daytime appearances. From this night forward, all of my speeches from here at the White House and all of my public appearances will only take place at night. For you night owls out there, this will not seem like anything new. Although it will be a change, I very much look forward to spending more time with my wife, the First Lady, more time entertaining guests, and more time in general enjoying my new nightlife. Thank you.
I'll tell you what, Mr. Caprici, this action figure toy of the Murgatroyd serial killer is going to be the biggest hit that ever sold in toy stores. It's going to be a million seller nationwide. It's going to go crazy, let me tell you. Wait till you see the commercial. Wait till you see the commercial. Dad, can I have one? Dad, can I have one? Damn it, Bonnie Jr., you're too damn old to be playing with toys. And you, roll the film. Let me see what this toy will do.
Hurry. Now at a toy store near you. They're selling out quickly. Come grab yours today. It slices. It dices. It stabs. It cuts. It's the exciting new Murgatroyd serial killer action figure, complete with stainless steel machete. Boys will love reenacting the violent rampages of this brutal killer. Available at all toy stores nationwide. From Caprici Enterprises. Don't forget, it's the Murgatroyd serial killer action figure at a toy store near you. Hurry. Hurry.
Boss,
Hurry.
I got one of these for my son, for my little boy, and he like whacks his little sister's Barbie doll. He like chops it into 1,000 pieces. Boss, it's far out, man. It is.
Hey, boss. Hey, boss. I got rid of my blue Mustang in Philly. Hey, boss.
Good. Because with that video, I knew they was going to connect it. I'm glad you ditched it. I don't care what you did with it. If you painted it, if you sent it to a chop shop, I'm just glad you got rid of it.
Hey, boss. Ain't you worried that Judy Vincent will get pissed off when she finds out that action figure is based on her son, Eric Niedermeyer?
Murgatroyd serial killer? Oh, yeah. That Murgatroyd serial killer doll. Are you crazy? Judy Vincent, that bat's in another universe now. That bat's in another universe now. Hell, she's a vampire. She's not even around here to bug us anymore. She's gone to a different universe, dude.
Alright. Hey, boss, you still gonna talk to the quarterback of Murgatroyd Slayers? You know, President Vane is gonna be at that game. Security will be tight. It's a rededication of Quint Memorial Stadium and all.
Yeah, it's a rededication of... Yeah, it's a rededication of... Quint Memorial Stadium. Hell, that crooked Devane's the one that had him shot. I've got the dirt on Devane. I'm an honored guest, sir. I got tickets in the glass booth. What are you kidding? Huh, to hell with security. It's just a bunch of his Secret Service anyway to protect. It's just a bunch of his Secret Service anyway to protect President Devane. You better believe I'm talking to the quarterback. Ha ha ha. There's a lot of money riding on this game, and there's only one team that can win, and it ain't gonna be the Murgatroyd Slayers. Quarterback's gonna throw this game. Quarterback's gonna throw this game. And we're going to rake in all that extra money off the bets. You're a good guy, Antonelli. Go take care of business.
Dr. Derrickson, I'm so surprised to see you this time of evening. I had just dozed off. This must be some sort of an emergency. You look startled. You look rattled.
Well, Dr. Jetrick, I tried to warn President Devane, but he refused to listen, of course, and again. He forced me to build another energy time flux device for the sole purpose of enabling Count Pedestrian to become king over the United European Nations and to elevate himself to the position of prince. And, but as I have warned him in the past, and I will warn again now, and unfortunately may have to do so once again in the future, the operation of 2 or more energy time flux fields at the same time can have catastrophic, unforeseen consequences.
I shudder to even think about the consequences.
Imagine, if you will, 2 separate universes, distinct, separate realities, disconnected in every way, were to suddenly and abruptly merge to become one. I'm terribly fearful that could very well happen, and reality as we know it, our reality as we know it, would cease to exist.
It's a frightening prospect.